The way I figure it, everyone gets a miracle. My miracle was I wound up living across the street from Margot Roth Spiegelman. She was arguably the most gorgeous creature that God had ever created. Margot's life was a series of unbelievably epic adventures.
Are you gonna spend the rest of high school pining for this girl?
As senior year drew to a close, Margot and I were practically strangers. Until this one night.
What the? Margot?
I need to borrow your car.
What?
I have 9 things I need to do tonight.
Can't you just get your boyfriend to do it?
Ex-boyfriend. My boyfriend has been cheating on me. Revenge plot begins.
Not as weird as it looks.
Stop. Can't believe you just did that.
Take the picture now. Okay, now that was fun.
I can feel my heart beating in my chest.
That is the way you should feel your whole life.
It's beautiful.
It's a paper town. Paper houses and paper people. Everything's uglier up close.
Not you. You think it's gonna be different in the morning?
I really hope so.
Margot always loved mysteries. Maybe she loved them so much, she became one.
She's gone.
When was the last time you saw Margot?
You were with her last night. It has to mean something.
There's something in Margot's window.
She left little clues, like breadcrumbs.
I found something.
I think she's sending you a message. Come find me.
We're trying so hard.
You'll go to the paper towns and you'll never come back. I think I know where she might be.
I'm going with you.
She's going. I'm definitely going.
Take a risk. Stop playing it so safe. Maybe that's what she's been trying to tell me the whole time.
What can I say? I'm on a mission. Hey!
You love her, right?
Yeah, I do.
Everyone gets a miracle. My miracle is Margot Roth Spiegelman.
Hey everybody, this is 22 Tiger Dude here, and I'm here to review Paper Towns. Paper Towns is based off of the book written by author John Green, the same author that brought you The Fault in Our Stars. The film stars Nat Wolff and Cara Delevingne. So this film is about this boy named Quentin who falls in love with the girl named Margot. They've lived next door ever since they were little kids. They hung out a lot when they were little kids, and then as they grew older, they really haven't been talking to each other until one night when Margot all of a sudden just goes up to Quentin's house asking him to help her with all of these revenge plots because of her boyfriend cheating on her this whole entire time. And then all of a sudden Margot disappears and no one has seen Margot since that night Quentin has spent with her. So it's up to Quentin along with his friends to go on a search and find Margot with all these clues that she is leaving him. So going into Paper Towns, I was both intrigued, but I was worried about this movie at the same time. This is from the same guy that wrote the book, The Fault in Our Stars. And I did see The Fault in Our Stars, but very late. I missed The Fault in Our Stars last year when it came out in theaters. I didn't get to review it for this channel because I saw that film way too late. I actually think somewhere at the beginning of 2015, I finally saw The Fault in Our Stars on Netflix, and I actually did like The Fault in Our Stars. I thought it was a good film. It handled the concept with the whole cancer subject very well. You know, I cared about the characters, Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort. They did a really great job together. To rate it, I would give it 3 out of 4 stars. And now that I've seen Paper Towns, I'm really happy to say that this was a great movie. This was a really engaging movie with a really great thought-provoking message. about embracing the moment in your life. Don't think too much about the future, live in the moment, just embrace it, have fun. And this film expresses that message incredibly well. It's like, don't focus too much on what's coming in your life, but focus on what's happening right now, because if you focus too much on what's coming, you're really going to miss out big time on the moment that's right in front of you. And I actually do really like Nat Wolff. He's been in a couple of films lately. I'm glad to see him getting started in his career. I do recognize him from that Nickelodeon show, The Naked Brothers Band. Does anyone remember growing up with that show? Yeah. I still question to this day, how can a Nickelodeon show be called The Naked Brothers Band? But whatever. I will just start off by saying that Nat Wolff does give a really great performance here. He does a really great job of showing you this awkward, shy kid. Like, he really plays this awkward kid so well. You really buy him into it, and you really buy into the fact that he's really in love with Margot. This is the kid that has been living next door to the love of his life since they were little. So you definitely do buy into him really caring about Margot, his passion for Margot. At limited time you see Quentin and Margot together, you really buy into it, and you're just so engaged into their whole relationship and where the storyline is going. And Cara Delevingne, who I'm aware it was a model, and I think this is her first film. I gotta say this, she actually did do a really good job. The other actors, like from Halston Sage and Quentin's friends, I thought they did a really good job in the movie. It's really interesting how this movie becomes three different things, into one feature film. It was a romance film at one point, then it becomes a mystery film, then it becomes a road trip film. How it balances those things were very well done. I was impressed by the style of the film. The editing was fantastic. The cinematography looked absolutely gorgeous. When it comes to the nighttime, how it was shot, I was blown away. Like, wow. And the music that flows through Paper Towns was also incredible. The movie is very well directed, and just like with the movie The Fault in Our Stars, this movie does do a really great job of giving the characters development and making you care about the characters, because they just feel so real and so genuine. And that's honestly thanks to the well-crafted script that Paper Towns was given. The writing to this movie is really good. Now, the only flaws I do have with Paper Towns is that this character Ben, who is one of Nat Wolff's best friends, I thought, let's say for the first 45 minutes, I actually thought he was a little bit annoying. The movie would try to be funny with this character, and it just wasn't working for me. And speaking of this movie trying to be funny, I will say the humor in this movie isn't exactly the strongest thing about it. There are definitely highlights in this movie. There's a cameo at this gas station. Of course, I'm not going to spoil the cameo, but I will say that was actually one of the funniest parts about Paper Towns. The movie does have some humor that worked for me. That was very well done. But most of the humor didn't exactly quite hit for me. And the final problem I will say about the movie is that the ending does feel very anticlimactic, because the whole journey that this movie takes you was really engaging to me. I was so into the story. Once you reach to the climax of the movie, it kind of felt like the journey was for nothing, honestly. The ending does not ruin the whole movie for me. I will say that, because I don't hate the ending. I get what the ending was trying to do. At the same time, it is a bit underwhelming, because I was hoping for a better payoff. But overall, you guys, even with the ending not having the payoff I was hoping it would have, I still think Paper Towns is a great movie. So I'm going to give Paper Towns 3.5 out of 4 stars. So everyone, in the comments down below, let me know, what did you think of Paper Towns? And also, which of the two films do you think is better? The Fault in Our Stars or Paper Towns? This is 22 Tiger Dude here, and don't forget that I will always have Tiger Power!